Hi guys, so I am in my sister's room because it's the only place with a decent lighting. It's definitely not the best background and I'm not sure about the lighting, so I'm sorry about that. There's been something on my mind lately which was kind of like an epiphany for me actually, and I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you can relate or it can inspire you or maybe broaden your horizon. If not, then it's gonna be just perhaps a ramble video for you. Bear with me and let's go. I personally see myself as someone quite independent. I never felt like to reach happiness or to be happy, I needed to have someone next to me. I never felt like having a partner or being in a relationship were necessary. However, I still valued relationships and romantic relationships, and I sort of had, like everyone I suppose, those sort of fantasies or those things that I thought I was really into or that I was expecting or that I was dreaming of. The one thing and the most obvious thing was that I've always been very attracted to older men. Older men, that's always been my thing. I very much enjoyed men with power, men with charisma. I don't mean money by that, I mean just the way they present themselves or the way they live their life. I always felt like, whenever I would see someone being in a relationship with an older man that was doing things, that was educated, that was sort of inspiring their female partner to do better, to do more things in life, to be a better person, to try out new things, someone that would sort of guide them and mentor them, I was always like, oh my god, I would love to live that. That was sort of like the ideal relationship that I had in mind. I always said I need to be with someone that I admire. For someone to be my partner and for me to be in love with someone, for me to decide to be in a relationship with someone, I want this person to be superior to me. I want this person to be more educated, wiser, more athletic, more artistic. I want this person to be more everything basically. Obviously I wanted it to be an exchange, but I wanted it to be perhaps me being, you know what I mean. Lately, with a few things that have been happening in my life, I have sort of looked at this differently. I definitely think there is a part of me that's like that. Perhaps that has to do with who I am as a person, definitely, the kind of things that I like, the kind of relationship that I like. Maybe a submissive side of me, which is not showing in my everyday life. Maybe a desire for people in my life that are more inspired and more inspiring, that's for sure as well. I also think it has to do with the fact that I was never told or never presented the idea that I could be the one to inspire, that I could be the one to elevate, that I could be the one to guide. When you watch movies, when you read books, when you even just in real life, more often than not, the male, if we're talking about heterosexual relationships, the male partner is the one that has the power. It's like the prince, basically. I think perhaps my, idea of relationship or my ideal relationship was sort of my own version of the prince. I was not interested in someone that was young and beautiful and had money and power as such, but I was interested or attracted to someone that was older, so wiser and with more experience and more power in a way, someone that had charisma, someone that had more experiences and knew what he wanted to do in life, and someone that could guide me. If I were to put myself in, the mindset of I want a relationship, what do I want? I was waiting for someone to come and do something out of me, which I still really am attracted to, and that still makes me sort of dream. But I have now realized that it could be amazing as well, and it could be really great as well, it could be really interesting as well to be in that position. It could be really great to be perhaps the one that has the most experiences, or perhaps to be the one that inspires the other. Perhaps it is good as well for me to be in a relationship where I can teach more, where I can give more, when I can help the person and guide them becoming a better them. I think it has a lot to do with internalized sexism and the representations of female and male roles and places in relationships, because it went as far as, for me in the past, when I felt loved, when I felt like the person was really looking up to me or treating me as someone that was smart or intelligent or this or that, it made me feel uncomfortable. And for me, it was such a bizarre change of dynamics in the relationships that I suddenly lost any interest in the relationship, honestly. And I don't think that's normal, and I don't think that's completely natural. And I now, with what I have learned and more experiences and new experiences, I really don't think it was that much about what I really liked or what I really wanted, but perhaps more with what I had been presented since I was a little girl and what I felt was nice and was desirable. And it takes a long time to sort of be able to sort of distance yourself from your own self, your own desires, your own dreams, your own likes and dislikes, to perhaps analyze them, be more objective about them, and treat them differently. And I think it also takes a lot of open-mindedness to be able to experience new things that you thought maybe were not for you. And I think that's something we should really all do, because sometimes we are so sure of what we like, what we don't like, what we want, what we don't want, and we tend to dismiss or discard immediately without even trying to give them a chance. People, experiences, places, relationships, whatever, just because we think we don't want them. But in fact, in our societies, with ads, with media, with people, perpetuating ideas and patterns and concepts and whatever, it is very, very hard to really know what we want and what we don't want, what we like and what we really don't like truly. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I suddenly realized, oh my god, relationships don't have to be like that, and I don't necessarily want that kind of relationship. Perhaps, yes, I can be the guiding figure, perhaps I can be the helping figure that I had always been wanting to appear in my life, but perhaps the reason why he was not really appearing in my life, perhaps it's because I don't need one. Perhaps it's because I don't need a prince. Perhaps I don't need an older, wiser, more beautiful, charismatic, artistic, creative, powerful man. Maybe at one point in my life that's gonna be what I want, what life gives me. But that's not necessarily what I want now. That's not what I need. I don't need it. I can be as powerful, as inspiring, as artistic, as guiding, as any of those men that I've been perhaps, attracted to in the past. That's so empowering and so positive to think that way about yourself, that I wanted to share that with you guys. So let me know if you can relate. Let me know if you've had any epiphany of that sort. Let me know what kind of relationship you've been attracted to in the past, and if you seem to see a pattern in that, and if you think that pattern is influenced in any way by society, or if you feel like you've internalized some sort of sexism in the way you approach relationships. I would really love to hear your thoughts about that, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!